Hello everyone. This video is the first episode in a video series called The Human Behind Video Game Creation. In this video, I'm going to talk about a topic that isn't talked about enough in video game creation or other types of projects. The one that is at the origin of the abandonment of many projects, loneliness. Creating video games is a passion. In my case, I love creating the universe, the story, and then the game itself. But when we create video games alone, loneliness can take a place in our lives. So not only in video games, but on any project. For example, you create small statuettes that you sell later. Where does this loneliness come from? It comes mainly from those around us, because when we create, we want to share it. Especially with those around us. We want to talk about it, to share with them what we do, even to work with them a little, to show them. But the problem is that sometimes they don't have time, they don't go to see your pages, or when you talk to them about it, you see them completely disinterested. So the discussions look like this. Hi, are you okay? Get wet. I am good.
Goodbye.
Wait,
Says nothing, when we want to talk for hours so much. After that, the problem is also to talk with people with little passion, if at all. And so, they really have nothing to say either. Or just things you don't like. For example, I don't like Fortnite and Steel and Braro. However, I have friends who play this. Also, when you create a video game, alone, regardless of the software, it's a huge job, because you have to be multitasking, managing the dev, the bugs, the problems, the artistic part, and the communication. The most field, let's be honest. So, while you're working on it, you can feel really alone, and need someone to talk to. In real life, or we call, while we work, you feel really tired. In these moments, I advise you to stop and go rest, because in the end you don't want to work anymore. Just take a break for the rest of the day and resume another time. To end this video, I want to tell you that many people, alone, are often in groups. As I explained slightly earlier, they feel lonely because they simply don't feel integrated enough. They sometimes have the impression of being forgotten, that discussions, proposals for outings or other things with them have been forgotten. They wait for someone to remember them, without having to remind them of their existence. Someone to send them a message, someone to come to them. If you ever see that someone is feeling lonely, in a group or just alone, come to them. Give them permission to talk to you, to come to you, because he is actually waiting for permission from you. Not just once, but several times. Make him part of your group, your topics of conversation, suggest outings, ask him questions, don't leave him alone. Send him messages, remember that they exist too. And if he ever comes to you, it surely means that he feels good with you, that he wants to be with you and talk to you. If you do this, you may be saving someone's life, future, and dream. Because let's not forget, but 90% of video game developers give up on their project and especially their dream. Thank you for sticking until the end and listening to me. Feel free to follow me and look at my projects.